like a little man that likes cuddling. Really getting on my nerves. Welcome back to another episode of Not My Bag. I'm Joe, and this guest doesn't need an introduction, but I'm going to do it anyway. TV personality, singer, model, author, best known for Bravo's The Real Housewives of New York. It is Countess Luann, everybody. I'm so happy to have you here.
Oh, thank you. It's great to be here.
You are.
I like this Hollywood vibe you got going here.
It's very you. I thought very apt that you're on the Hollywood side. You are the first ever Countess I've ever had on this podcast.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't know many.
With
I
all
can't
the
lie.
royals, you're in England. You have so many royals here.
I think there's one that does a horse show near my mum and dad's, but I don't know. I don't know many. And the first real housewife as well, ever.
Oh, wow.
So
I'm honored.
yeah, a pleasure to have you. How are you feeling?
Feeling Giovanni. Feeling Giovanni.
Oh, honestly, that made my balls tingle a little bit. Absolutely.
You're very funny. Yeah, I'm feeling good. I just got here. So, going everywhere, talking about my new cabaret tour.
Amazing.
So excited to be back in the UK. I'm going to be in Dublin. I'm going to be in Scotland.
Oh, wow.
Ireland, Scotland, and the UK. So I'm thrilled. Last time I was here, I played the Mighty Hoopla. I did, Manchester, a lot of great shows.
Yeah.
And so I'm bringing my own new tour back here again for 2025 in February. So
I'm so excited.
Super excited.
I will be there,
You better be
100%.
there, Johnny.
I saw the Hoopla crowd. It was the biggest crowd at Hoopla.
I know it was so wonderful to see, like 40,000 people singing along to my music, which is just, it's so incredible to me. I write my music. I love what I do. I like to write aspirational things and, things that make you feel good.
Yeah.
And my latest song, Mary F. Kill.
Yes.
My last tour was, people love it. And so
Definitely makes people feel good, doesn't it?
Right?
100%.
Yeah, right? It's a game. We all like to play the game, Mary F. Kill. And, I was inspired by really my fans because every show I did, I was doing Q&A then. And every show, Mary F. Kill. So I was like, after 5 years of this, I'm like, you know what? That's my tour.
Yeah. Why not?
And then the song came along. So...
Yeah, obsessed with it. We've actually got a game incoming. Don't want to be cliche, but I do have one coming. I wanted to ask you though, obviously being over in London, have you ever been to Essex before?
I have not.
Never been to Essex. That's where I'm from.
Is that where you're from?
That's my home turf. I actually have a game that I wanted to play with you quickly. Thought it was a good icebreaker, right? There's a lot of slang in Essex.
Okay.
So I'm going to ask you what you think these slang words mean, okay?
mean.
Right?
Okay.
You're going to love this. I just know it.
Okay.
Okay, so first one. Ream.
Ream?
Ream.
Ream.
Ream. R-E-E-M.
Ream. Oh gosh. This is tough. Ream, I don't know. Is that like a dream?
So ream is when someone looks really good. Like you're looking ream. You're looking very ream today.
Oh, thank you.
Luann. Can I call you Luann or is it Countess?
No, call me darling. You call me Luann or Countess. People just love calling me Countess because they just like to say it.
I mean, it's
yeah, keep on serving.
Oh, you have no idea.
So ream means keep on serving.
Yeah, ream means keep on serving.
I got a new one for that.
Yeah, yes, you can take that back to New York. Next one is peng.
Pang?
Peng.
P-A-N-G.
P-E-N-G. Peng.
Like, I'm going to pang you?
Kinda. No, so peng it's similar to ream.
Okay.
Ream's a bit more slick. It's a bit like you're looking ream, whereas peng is like almost kind of a horny kind of vibe to it,
Like hot.
Yeah, like peng. Like, I want to rip your clothes off, peng.
Well, I wasn't far off then.
No, so not far off. Not far off. Yeah. So I'm going to give you a tick for that one, to be fair.
Okay, good.
Okay. Baz Vegas.
Las Vegas. Is that a bad Vegas?
Do you know what? Ding, ding, ding. We're going to go with that. It's the code word for Basildon, which is a place in Essex which isn't too favourable. So we call it Baz Vegas. So
okay, so it's a bad Vegas.
Yeah, I love that. Ike Geese. So if I went up to it, I went Ike Geese.
Does that mean who doesn't blink first wins? Eye gazing.
So Close but no cigar. It is. So if I was addressing a friend, I'd go, like, geez, it means like, you're all right. Like we say you're all right. And then when I come over to the US, people are like, oh, like what's going on here? 'Cause
Yeah.
no one really says that, do they?
Well, if somebody says, "Are you all right?" it means something's wrong with you.
Yeah.
So nobody likes that.
I learned that quite fast in LA, you know.
Yeah.
I said, you're all right. And they're like, yeah.
Yeah. What's wrong with you?
Yeah. And then I would go white like a ghost.
I get that one.
So next one is melt. So if I said you're a melt.
You're a melt is you're hot.
No, melt is kind of sloppy, kind of.
Oh, sloppy.
Kind of a bit, isn't it? A bit sloppy,
Hot mess?
soppy. Like, yeah, you're a bit of a melt. Yeah.
Messy. A
Not
little
someone
messy.
that's favourable at all, I don't
Messy.
think. Yeah, next one is muggy. So that if I said that's muggy.
Muggy, that means I can't breathe.
You're killing me. I'm loving this. So muggy is like, if you said to me, that jacket's disgusting, I'd say, oh, that's muggy. It's like you like mugged me off. It's like you made me a little bit, you know, like insulting. Yeah.
Insulted me, yeah.
Yeah.
Offended.
But you're ream. You're ream.
okay.
Yeah,
Good.
not muggy.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to be called muggy.
Butters. So if you said, oh, you're butters.
You're butters.
Yeah, you're butters.
You're butters.
Absolutely butters.
Okay. You're the icing on the cake.
That's actually a really sweet way of putting it, and I wish it meant that. But it means like, can I say ugly? Yeah, it means ugly, really.
Oh.
If you're like, oh, you're butters, like your outfit's butters, you're butters.
So we say fugly.
Fugly, yeah,
Which
like
is
fugly slut.
Fucking ugly.
Yeah. So it's very similar. Yeah. So your butters and fugly, I'll be saying next time I'm having an argument with someone. Last one is emotion.
Emotion.
Yeah, like I'm a bit emotion.
Right. Emotional.
Yeah.
Right? Emotion. I'm a bit emotional.
You know what? You did really well there. Considering you've
think?
never been to Essex.
You think I've never been to Essex? You think I did good? All right.
You got to come over to us for a roast dinner next time you're here.
Oh, I would love that.
In between the tour, come over and we'll, my mum will cook you a roast and you'll absolutely love it. So you've mentioned you're over.
She watch the Housewives?
She does.
Your mom, okay.
She does. And she actually is poorly and she really wanted to be here today. But that's why I said, when you're over for your tour, we'll bring her out.
Oh,
and
yes.
I fear when you guys meet, worlds will collide.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, great.
Yeah, you're going to love her.
Okay.
So tell us about your show.
I'm sure I will love your mom. Well, the show is really, people are like, what is cabaret? So cabaret really is a personal story, right? And I start the way I put together the show is I sing the music that I love.
Okay.
And then I back into that song with a story that's personal to me.
Right.
Right. And then of course it's what dress am I going to wear? So then it's time to go shopping at Giovanni. So it's like, it's cabaret meets comedy meets pop culture.
Okay.
Meets a fashion show, really. It's kind of all of that. And it's very, interactive. I interact a lot with the fans. I sing only songs that I know my fans really know and love.
Right.
And they hear stories that obviously they never heard about me before. They don't know. Of course, I have to sing my classics. If I do a show without singing Money, people go, how do you say, mad?
Mad. Go crazy, innit? They go mad, I tell you.
Mad. So it's really, it is so much fun because you're really a part of the show in a way because, you've seen some of these moments on television because they'll show clips.
Okay.
And then I get into stories about either that or something else. And then, I get into the songs. So, I cover some music. I've been doing Flowers.
Have
Miley.
you?
I'll do Shania Twain. I sing a lot of different music because it's meaningful to me, and that's the whole story, which is the cabaret, which is very personal to me. And I work, really hard at my shows. People come in. I always say they come in a Citroen, and they ride out in a Rolls Royce.
That is what I'm planning to do in
That's
February.
it.
I'm
You're gonna
turning
ride
up
a
my
Rolls Royce.
Citroen. I'm coming out in a Rolls. What's your favourite song to perform?
I have to say, my favorite right now is Mary F. Kill. I love that song.
I'm
because
obsessed.
it's a little scandalous, and I show a video of clips of all the most scandalous things that have happened in the past and recently, like Scandal, these kind of things. So anyway, Mary F. Kill I really love, and Money is just one of my all-time favorites.
Yeah.
But I love Giovanni. I love Chic.
I was listening to both of those in the shower today.
I have a lot of music now that I wrote too, and you know, I have a director that works in the U.S. with Kristen Chenoweth, Barbara Streisand. So
Okay.
great director, and I have a great team. Yeah. So we have a great time. I love being on the road. People are like, "Aren't you tired of touring?" I'm like, I love it. I mean, I love hotels.
Yeah.
I love
Don't we all?
trains, automobiles. You know, what is that rant?
Do you love being on the road?
I do like being on the road. I do. I enjoy it. I travel with 6 boys.
Okay.
3 gay and 3 straight. So it's the Brady Bunch.
Yeah, I was going to say. And how does that work out for you?
It works out great.
Best of both worlds.
The best of both worlds. So yeah, we have a great time on the road. So
Amazing.
And I have a great promoter here in England.
Okay.
My friend Glenn.
Oh, I love Glyn.
Me too.
I saw him at the Attitude Awards last week.
Yeah.
He comes up to my table, he grabs me, he says, "We're getting Luann on the pod." And I was like,
did
yeah,
he
baby. And we made it happen. So he is good. He's
great.
He's good at what he does.
He's the best.
I was listening to a podcast of you in the US, and you mentioned that you were singing David Bowie at one of your shows.
Mm-hmm.
And then it transpired into this story about Mick Jagger, and I just wondered if I could speak to you about that, because when I was listening, my jaw was on the floor. so basically, you danced with Mick at David's house. Is that right?
Yes, yes, I did. You know, my girlfriend used to rent David Bowie's house in Mystique for years, and so she said Mick was coming for dinner. I was like, yeah, right. And sure enough, he walked in the door, and then she started playing Chic, C'est la vie, c'est bon, and bragging about how I'm a recording artist. I was like, I'm gonna kill her. Anyway, and then he asked me to dance, and we danced, and then we went out a couple times actually after that, which you don't know about, which maybe I'm going to talk about now. You just gave me a good idea. I'm going to bring that up once again. But you know, we ended up, we met up at the Vanity Fair party during Cannes. He actually asked me if I wanted to smoke a spleef. I was like, okay.
Smoked a doobie with him?
Yes, because guess who doesn't want to smoke a doobie with Mick Jagger?
I mean, who's going to turn that down?
Who's going to say no to that with those lips? I'm like, done. And then I called everybody that I know. I have 4 older brothers. They're like, no way. And I'm like, yeah way.
You should live everyone's dream by doing that.
My God.
Truly.
And, yeah, you know, and we've, you know, kind of kept it friendly over the years.
I love that. Well, that leads me to a question. I had a couple of quick fire ones of what's the most memorable moment you've had with another celebrity? Maybe aside that one, because that's pretty memorable. Or depend on how much you smoked.
I mean,
might not have been memorable.
Gosh, you know, Lance Bass from NSYNC is a really good friend of mine, so we hang out. I was just there visiting him with his children. But, you know, I got to say, singing with Natalie Cole on the show was one of my favorite moments, you know. And God rest her soul. But, you know, I was singing with Natalie Cole, such an icon.
Yeah.
And she wanted to be on the show and sing with me on the Housewives.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Yeah, so that's really an iconic moment. I've had quite a few. I've had Tina Fey come up to me from SNL, and I'm like, she goes, hi, I just want to say, and she had no makeup on. We're both NBC talent, and I'm a fan of yours. And I was like, oh my God, it's Tina Fey. I couldn't believe it. I also called my other relatives after that one too.
Yeah. Oh, I love
you never
that.
guess who stopped me on the street. And I was walking down the street with Jacques.
Oh, really?
Yeah, my French boyfriend that I dated for years on the show.
I'm obsessed. I'm obsessed. Well, that leads me into talking about social media, right? Because that's where I'm from. that's where I came from. I came from TikTok. And a lot of the younger audience that might be watching that might actually know you from when you said, "I hope you keep on serving." Because that went as a viral sound online.
No, it's just insane.
How do you feel about that? That is the thing that a lot of, like, my brother is 20, and he was like, "Oh, I know Luann. Hope you keep on serving," which is just the funniest thing.
It's great. Do you know that Madonna did it too?
She didn't.
Yes. Yeah, I have it. It's on my Instagram. Yeah, Madonna did a whole thing on it. Madonna apparently gets dressed to Money Can't Buy You Clothes. And Lourdes is a big fan of mine. Lourdes comes to my cabaret show.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Madonna's daughter. But I know Madonna from Switzerland, Valentino, and all this stuff. But anyway, what was the question?
No, it was, how do you feel about that virality of that moment and how it's, you know, appealed to the younger generations?
You know, it's funny because I didn't want to say it because
Right.
I wouldn't say.
I know.
So I was like nervous, and you could tell in my voice I was nervous to say it, and then I giggled like a schoolgirl. So I think people identified with that, which was and then it just went viral.
The remix is amazing.
Social media is just, you know, it blows my mind because you know, I'm innocent. Now the word is attached to me for a lifetime, but you know what? It's okay. Keep on serving. Now I can say it.
I just think that the word can be misconstrued. And I think that as much as it is seen as insulting, it also for the gays is so much more than that.
It's a term of endearment now.
It is. And I've had many a day where I've said to my mum, you're serving. And she has looked at me like I have just blown the roof off the house.
That's right.
So, but we're all learning. So it's a step. My editor's probably watching this, thinking the amount of bleeping I've got to do on these. I can hear him right now.
Bleeping away over here.
You have some amazing quotes and one-liners as well. I don't want to get this wrong because this was my favorite. Was when you said even Louis Vuitton makes mistakes. It's one of my favorite quotes ever. Did you think when you were on The Real Housewives that the things you were saying would be clipped like that and, for generations to come, everyone's talking about?
Not in a million years. I mean, when I did that trip with the Housewives and I said, be cool. Don't be like, oh, uncool. Andy calls me and he goes, Lou, you have the line of the season. I was like, what did I say?
It was so funny.
So I don't even know. I just say what I feel and say what I think. And, listen, those boots from Louis Vuitton were so ugly. Or what do you call it?
Butters.
That I had to say it because she was so proud of those shoes. I was like, but they're just what are the butters?
Those Louis Vuitton shoes were so butters.
And I said, well, you know what? Even Louis Vuitton makes mistakes, right?
Yeah, it was the Herman Munster shoe.
Herman Munster shoes.
Yeah,
exactly.
And she said they're Louis Vuitton, and you said, well, whatever they are.
I don't care. Because money can't buy you class, my friend. That's
Oh, well, are you still friends with any of the ladies from your season? Like, do you still keep in touch with any of them?
We just did another Ultimate Girls trip. That's on Peacock now or on Bravo. I don't know. They keep bouncing things from Peacock to Bravo, Peacock. I can't keep track. But, we just did Ultimate Girls trip with the OG cast. And, listen, Kelly just invited me to a Rangers game.
Oh, okay.
Yes, finally. And finally.
Finally.
So Dorinda and I talk all the time. Sonia Rita just sent me a video, which was kind of weird. I still don't know what to think about that yet, but okay. And so I'm in touch with all the girls.
We need to unpack that. Maybe we'll do that later. I wanted to ask you, because I know we touched on Hoopla. Do you consider yourself a gay icon?
People say that to me all the time. And listen, gay icon, that's like a huge title. That's like Madonna stuff. That's Cher. If people consider me a gay icon, I'll take it.
I'd say you're there.
For that in Essex?
A gay icon? Is there a word for gay icon in Essex?
No, meaning what a compliment. I mean, no slang, huh?
We don't really have like a title like that, to be honest. We have like pageant queens and stuff, but that's not really. You don't want to be around there. It's Spaz Vegas territory. That is. You don't want to be there.
Right. No.
You are a gay icon. We would say that in Essex, gay icon. Like that is you, 100%.
Oh,
to a T.
You know what? That makes me feel really good. Thank you.
And given your quotes, your one-liners, the viral moments you've had, I wanted to ask if you've got any words of wisdom or advice for any of our listeners, because some of them are younger, going through school, going through times, and I wanted to know if there's any advice you had or any kind of statements that you live by to give to the audience.
Yes. If you don't think you're great, nobody else will. And that's true.
Yeah, 100%.
Right? It's like, and it's not in a cocky, I'm better kind of way. It's about, a lot of times we speak very negatively to ourselves, right? And we all do it. It's like,
100%.
And we beat ourselves up a lot, and so the power of positive thinking and of speaking well of yourself, speaking kindly to yourself, treating yourself kindly really goes a long way, and it really matters. You know what I mean? People,
100%.
Some people don't understand that, what you say and put into the universe really matters. So if you put that out there, that's the kind of energy that you're going to bring around you, right?
Yeah.
As opposed to the positive thinker, and when that person walks in the room, right? They walk in and their energy's positive. They're not this like, what's going on in that head of theirs, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I just think that's one, and I think being interested is what makes you interesting is another quote that I like, because it is true. The more interest you have, the more interesting you're going to be, right? And so
No, that's great.
If you're not great, if you don't think you're great, nobody else will.
There we go.
Key. That is key.
There we go. And that was the nice part. I wanted to get into a bit more fun, a few more games. Do you like playing games?
That was the nice part.
That was the cutesy part because I know obviously you got your song called F Marry Kill. So
yes.
As one does, I prepped the game with a few guys that I thought we could play it with. Obviously, killing's a bit harsh, so we'll say F marry avoid. Is that fine?
Marry, get rid of.
Yeah.
Avoid, get rid of.
Bin 'em, you know what I mean? So, number 1, Hugh Grant, Donald Trump, and Will Smith. F marry kill.
Oh, that's a good one. Donald Trump, Will Smith, and
Hugh Grant.
Hugh Grant. Well, I'm going to marry Hugh Grant because I've always fantasized about Hugh Grant. Yeah. Actually, Hugh Grant and I had a little kiss in the Hamptons.
Did you?
Yes, we did.
Make a Christmas film out of that.
Well, it's so funny because I was in a restaurant and, you're going to love this. My girlfriend calls me. She goes, Hugh Grant is at Piers in the Hamptons. And I was like, he is? I'll be right over there. So I was having dinner with my family. So I go to dinner with my family. I changed the reservations. I go, we're going to Piers. So we go to Piers, and I had the owner sit me right next to Hugh Grant, literally, like right behind him. So what I did was, in order to meet him, I backed up my chair, to go to the bathroom. And I was like, oh, I'm so sorry. Did I hit your chair? And that's how I started up a conversation with him. So I hit his chair on purpose so I could talk to him. And by the end of the night, we were together drinking tequila shots at the table and making out. That's what happened.
If that isn't a tip for anyone at home that needs help on flirting, I don't know what is.
Just bump into somebody.
Back the chair. That is what we learned from today.
That's
so
right.
We're marrying Hugh.
We're marrying Hugh.
100%.
Okay. So I'm gonna F Will Smith and kill Donald Trump.
Oh, okay. There we go. That's probably what I would have chosen as well. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay.
So we're similar there. Next one, Ryan Reynolds, Jimmy Fallon, and Channing Tatum.
Oh yeah, Jimmy is my favorite.
Is he?
I love
Jimmy Fallon.
He lives in the Hamptons too. I see him at the same restaurant.
You had tequila with him?
Not yet. Not yet. But yeah, I'm a big fan of Jimmy, so I'm going to marry Jimmy. Who were the others?
Channing Tatum and Ryan Reynolds.
Ooh, I'm going to F Channing.
Okay.
I'm going to have to get rid of Ryan Reynolds.
Okay.
He's married in any case.
Yeah, exactly.
So is Channing, but I don't care. So is Channing, but I don't care.
So, Chris Hemsworth, Bruno Mars, and Michael Jordan.
Oh,
I know, hitting you with a lot.
All right, Bruno Mars, Michael Jordan, and
Chris Hemsworth. I love the way you visualize them all as well.
I am.
Yeah, I'm loving it.
I'm gonna marry.
It's a hard one, isn't it?
It is. I'm gonna marry Bruno Mars.
Okay, yeah. Serenade you.
Yeah. Music. I like successful musicians and entertainers.
Who wouldn't?
He's a great entertainer.
Oh, incredible.
And we're all the same size laying down, so it doesn't matter.
That is very true.
And I'm going to F Channing Tatum, right?
Oh, no, that was the last one. Chris Hemsworth. But Chris Hemsworth's similar. Yeah.
I'm going to F him.
Yeah.
Who am I getting rid of?
Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
He's already been out with the Housewives, though.
Yeah.
Right? One from Miami.
Yeah. So, I don't even know. Who was he with? It's not...
Yeah, he was with one of the girls from Miami.
He was with Brie on Selling Sunset as well.
Oh, you see? That's why I'm going to get rid of him.
You knew your intuition.
Oh, he's a player.
He's a player. And finally, I've got James Corden, Zac Efron, and James Franco.
Oh.
It's quite a rogue mix here.
That's a rogue mix.
Yeah.
So, James Franco.
Zac Efron. And James Corden. Put a Brit in there for you. Thought we'd mix things up.
F Zach.
Okay.
Marry Gordon.
Corden, yeah. James Corden.
James Corden.
Yeah. And bin off Franco. Yeah. I mean, fair enough. They're all very similar to what I would have done. Yeah.
Really, it's what we do, right?
Yeah, exactly.
It's really about, entertaining, right? Telling stories, telling jokes, being funny.
Yeah, so you gravitate more towards people similar to yourself in terms of the entertainment space and that side of things.
Well, if I'm going to marry somebody, sure.
It's got to be fun, isn't it?
Yeah.
Got to keep it alive.
Exactly.
So New York, I've actually never been.
I
Well,
can't believe that.
Yes, so
We have to change that.
We do have to change that, and we will. I promise you that. So I thought there might be a lot of people watching that have also never been to New York. So I had some questions for you as a Brit that's heading over.
Okay.
Just some quick fire questions for you. So, best shops. Like, where should I go shopping in New York?
Best shops,
Yeah.
Madison Avenue.
Madison Avenue. Okay, right. We'll put that down. Best restaurants. Where am I gonna see Hugh Grant?
Fifth Avenue.
Fifth Avenue.
Fifth Avenue.
Okay. Any particular? You got a favorite
I like
restaurant?
Cipriani's.
Okay.
I like, let's see, on Fifth, we have the Plaza Hotel.
Okay. Nice.
And everybody should go to the Plaza. It's something to see.
Yep.
Cipriani's is very close by.
Okay.
And then you have Bill Bouquet, which is our French dancing little spot.
Okay. Gorgeous.
Yeah,
Right.
where people dance generally on tables at lunch.
I love that. Noted. Because as a man, as a gay man, when all my girlfriends are out and they dance on tables, no one lets me up. No one ever lets. It's because I'm quite tall, whatever.
Yeah.
I'm never allowed to dance on a bar or a table.
Why?
We need to change that. I don't know. I'm not. I don't look like I'd cause any damage, really, do I?
Oh,
So
and you look like you could be a good dancer to me.
thank you. I'm not, but thank you.
We're going to have to get you dancing on tables at Bill Bouquet for sure.
We will. We will. I need to be dancing in a show next year. That'd be a nice challenge, wouldn't it? Wait 1 second. If I walk into a bar and I want a cocktail, best cocktail.
The Countess Royale.
What's in that? What is in that?
Oh, it's vodka, a little bit of bitters, diet ginger ale,
Okay.
and a splash of cran.
Did you make that? Is that yours?
Kind of.
Yeah.
It looks like a Cosmo.
That sounds like
Very
it'd be.
Sex in the City. You know, one of my besties is Candace Bushnell, who wrote Sex in the City.
Oh, really? That is very Sex in the City.
That's very Sex in the City.
That's very up my street.
Yeah, you like that?
Yeah, 100%. I love a bit of cranberry, like Cosmo
Beautiful.
vibe.
Or, you know, a glass of champagne.
Always. Can't go wrong, can you
Can't
really?
go wrong with champagne.
Best place for a night out?
Oh.
Aside seeing yourself.
Well, I love Broadway.
Okay.
I mean, I just saw Cabaret on Broadway.
Did you?
Welcome into the Cabaret.
My boyfriend's going
with
tonight.
Adam Lambert.
Oh,
And I saw Eddie
amazing.
Redmayne. I've been twice already.
Oh, wow.
Life is a cabaret, my friend, right?
Exactly that.
So I love Broadway. I love to go out on Broadway. I have friends who have some clubs downtown.
Okay.
One is called Dom. It's open till 4 o'clock in the morning. So you can
Okay,
go dance
gorgeous.
very late.
Is that a good place to meet people if you're single?
Yeah, good place to meet people. And I mean, there's so many great things to do. That's what is so great about New York City. So
Yeah.
many options. You would.
Do you know what? I'm doing it. I will 100% do it, and we'll have to link up and drink some champagne together. Get me dancing on the tables.
Yes,
absolutely.
Oh,
So-
you know where I'm going? I'm going to a benefit on Monday. It's called, oh my God, the Golden Heart Awards. And it's a charity organization that feeds people that are sick and ill that can't go out. right?
Okay.
And Sam Smith is performing on
Oh,
Monday night.
really?
Yeah,
Oh,
very excited.
amazing. So you got a bit of British entertainment over there as
Yes,
well.
we do.
Gotta love that, across the pond. So you played a game on a podcast you did called Plan Brie in the US, which I listened to and I absolutely loved. And it was called Classy or Trashy. So
Okay.
I wanted to do a little adaptation for Not My Bag and go through some with you. So are you ready?
I am ready.
Okay, so Brat Summer, Classy or Trashy. Do you know about Brat Summer?
Not really.
So Charlie XCX has an album called Brat, and it kind of like went viral for the essence of a Brat Summer is very like I don't give a fuck, that type
Oh, right,
of vibe.
right. Brad Summer. Yes.
Brat
that I-
Summer,
okay,
yeah.
That I-
Classy or Trashy?
Trashy.
Trashy. That's good because that's good trash. I
Right.
agree with you 100%. Victoria's Secret fashion show, Classy or Trashy? It's a hard one, isn't it?
Well, I'm glad that they're back, so I'm going to say classy.
Same. I'm glad they're back as
Yeah,
well.
me too.
100%. Barbie, in terms of like the franchise, because it obviously made a big comeback, didn't it? And it was everywhere.
I played with Barbie dolls all the time.
Okay.
I love Barbie. I mean, Barbie and Ken.
Yeah.
They were often in compromising positions.
So were mine, don't worry.
I think everybody messed around with
They
the
were
Barbie.
feeling Giovanni, I'll tell you that right now.
So I'm going to say classy.
Okay, amazing. Botox and plastic surgery.
You know, it's it can be classy and it can be horrible.
Yeah.
Right?
I think you need to go to good people to get it classy, innit?
Yeah, you need to really, you need to know what you're doing, right?
Definitely.
It can go classy or it can go trashy.
Agreed. Crocs. The shoes.
Trashy. Sorry.
No, I love that reaction. Reality TV, because it's such an open thing, you know?
Well, listen, even within the Housewives franchise, there's classy and then there's trashy.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, there is.
So
there
I'm
is.
not going to say who,
I know.
but you know who I'm talking about.
We know.
We know.
Yeah, no, 100%. Stanley Cups. Do you know what a Stanley Cup is?
Stanley Cup, is that for horses or something?
Yeah, I'm going to skip that one then, because you know what? By the time I explain it, I'm also not. I'm going to be confused.
Right.
Ozempic.
Ozempic. Classy, why not?
Exactly. Is it as big in the US as it is here right now? Because
Well,
everyone and their nan is on it.
Yes, I think a lot of people are on Ozempic. And listen, if it does the trick, why not?
Exactly. You said something before, wasn't it? You can never be too rich and you can never be too skinny.
Too thin. Never too rich or too thin. Well, my mentor, so I had a mentor, and her name was Princess Hohenlohe. She's passed, but her name was Princess Hohenlohe, and she would always say to me, "Darling, it's the bread or the wine. You can't have both. You have to pick one or the other." And so, of course, I always pick the wine.
I want a mentor like that.
Well, that's the other thing. You asked about for your young viewers. You have to find people that inspire you, that you like the way they live their life, and so pick a mentor that makes you feel like, oh my God, I could learn a lot from this person. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we don't really have that in our generation, and I think
know
it
you
was
don't.
from times before, and I think that we need to bring that back and have more of a community in that sense.
Absolutely. And, literally what I do on my cabaret shows, I'm kind of am mentoring, because I talk about a lot of things, which is, these tips that we talked about earlier, but, things that I've learned along the way that I kind of spread around,
Yeah.
in a cabaret style. So it's not like, this is what you need to do. It's
Yeah.
more suggestive, and hopefully people get the hints sometimes.
And they leave and feel like they've been inspired, which I think is the main thing, isn't it?
Exactly. That's what Chic is all about, that song.
Yeah.
And money, because class is about elegance and flair and savoir-faire. You don't have to be rich or famous to be unforgettable. It's not about where you're from. It's about what you've learned. Money can't buy you class. You see, I'm doing it already in my music.
Yeah, and you're bringing it to the pod, and that's all I wanted from today.
It to the UK.
And you're bringing it to the UK. I had one more on Classy or Trashy. I need to get my phone out for this. My brother and I put a song up this week on Spotify, right?
Oh, don't tell me it's Keep On Serving.
No, it's actually not. I fear that it's going to blow your mind, probably in a negative way, but I want you to see if this is classy or trashy to you. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
I promise you will struggle with this, because it's a lot. Okay?
It's your brother?
This is my brother, yeah.
Okay.
Does that give classy or trashy?
There's a lot of synthetic words in there.
There is.
It's very synthesized, but I can't say that some of my music isn't synthesized as well. So I'm going to give it classy, because you made it.
Thank you. I mean, we're open to features, so
And your
just
brother.
let us know.
I can't dish your brother. He's not even here.
I know. Exactly that. Yeah, that has been a strange process for me, putting that on Spotify. But
Did you put that on Spotify?
it's out on Spotify at the minute.
Yeah,
And yes, so people want us to make a Christmas song. I thought, I didn't know there was a market for this, but maybe I can open for the cabaret show next year,
Oh my gosh, we could do, something like, Sonia got run over by a reindeer coming back from Dorinda's Christmas Eve.
We're going to clip that. Absolutely obsessed. If someone told me 5 years ago when I was working my recruitment job that I would be sat opposite Countess Luann playing her a song that I'd made, I would have told them to fuck off. So amazing to have you here. And
thank you.
I wanted to end on the note of just tell the people at home why they should come and see you in February next year on your cabaret tour in the UK.
Well, listen, if you want to have a great time and learn more about me and what I do, and it's kind of like a big sing-along and a really a party. You know, it's really a lot of fun. And what I love about it is people become friends.
Yes.
You know, at my shows, you can come alone and you meet a whole group of people and you go out together, because the Housewives kind of bond my fans together.
Yeah, they
because
do.
already they have something to talk about. You know, and so you know, I show all the greatest clips from the show and sing you songs that you're going to be able to sing along with me, as well as hear the stories that you've never heard about me before. That some of them are little Mick Jagger-ish, little David Bowie-ish.
Wow.
And and then I sing soft cell too. I like soft cell.
Okay.
Anyway, old school stuff, but believe me, all the music that you're going to be like, oh, I know that song, because my fans are really young. Like you said, your brother's 20.
Yeah.
Right, but he grew up with me.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, your mom, likes the show, etc. So,
yeah, exactly.
So I have a lot of, I have a wide range of fans, which, it's bachelorette parties, it's birthday time, it's a celebration. So my show is really a celebration.
Amazing.
So come and celebrate with me in February.
We will be, and the Baggs family will be there. I tell you that now. Well, look, thank you so much for stopping by. It's been so lovely to meet you and speak with you.
You told me 5 years ago I would have met you. I would have said, no way.
Who the fuck is that? It's been a pleasure. Absolutely adore you. Thank you so much. Everyone at home, thank you for watching. We'll have the tour dates in the description, and make sure to like and comment your favourite part, and also the favourite word that Luann said from the Essex Slang Dictionary, because I had a few. And make sure to rate us 5 stars on Spotify, and we will see you very soon. Thank you so much.